me see if I started. Okay. Let me see if it's going to show up. Okay, I'm testing something, so let me see. So we have our game here. There is possibility that either I am wagging why. Okay, because I'm looking the same as a viewer and apparently you can see other stuff. So let me see. What is this one? Okay, I think it could be shown a little bit slower for what I'm seeing. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see. So we've done this house. We've done this house. Now, let me see for this one. Did I forgot to decorate the house? So I've done this one. Done this one. Last time I was struggling with this one. I was supposed to do this one once I finish this, but I guess. Let me see. So I guess we are doing this one. So let's do doors. I'm gonna filter them by white. For it can be a little bit slower, for which I apologize. Yeah, I really need to fix some stuff for the stream because I see stuff that I'm not having notifications. If I have a notification and I don't answer you, I want to apologize because it seems either A, I don't understand anything of technology, or the most likely one, there's something wrong with my internet, because for what I see, maybe I'm going blind right now. I'm gonna leave my tablet next to me so I can see what they're seeing. Also, if there is a notification, I'll probably see it from here because apparently using new program was my mistake. Anyway, so let me see. No idea why I'm going for wide door for the bedroom, especially with the one with glass. Maybe this one is more modern. The one for the bathroom. Last time, not last time, but the original house has the door here. But I think here makes more sense. We can put a mirror here. Let me first put... move objects on. I think this is only cheats I will use because I want to kind of do it faster. So less details. Speaking of details, it's here. I forgot where it is. Hate when I have to do that. Basically, I need a bigger mirror. I might leave this here. I need something like so. Maybe two like so. Okay, where the... Let me remove that. So from here, I think should be the middle, exactly in the middle actually. And let's see. If I have to, like so. Yeah. Maybe I need some type of what it's called. Forgot what it's called, but basically maybe something like so. Or I think this will be better for this room. I think this house will be very full of mirrors. So maybe not. Actually, I think this one is more modern. And if I only could have a small table to put in here, but I'm not sure if it's going to... Maybe over here actually. Small table. Maybe like so, or... Does this come in green? Let's see. So I need white and green. I was thinking the full, like the one with grass, but I don't think it could be good option. Like this one, but bigger version. which I don't know where to find it. If I put this one here and half of my furniture to be this color, if possible, because we have this. For this we have, I think this one is closer. I do believe this one is actually closer, or even this. With I'm gonna say this one. I think this one more match the fridge. If this one is even fridge. But anyway, for those, I want to use stuff that I never used before. Maybe this will be more white actually. So this one and maybe like so. I'm gonna leave this maybe here, or maybe I'm gonna use the one with the money. Yeah, this one, because it's more matching this green color, which kind of is matching the wall as well. The only thing does not match is the floor, which I may fix later. So we have that. For this, I may use these ones. Maybe. Little more up. I'm gonna put this here and remove this one, because for this one I may use different, depends on what shelves I'm using. Speaking of shelf, it is white, which is this one. But can I use maybe this one as well for here at the end? And maybe underneath we have our garbage can. So I'm gonna delete this one. And we have our kitchen here. We have this one here so I don't forget. Which means that technically I can have one here. And I want to think about this, but for the sink, if I use this one in green, even though it's only in this color, what kind of sink I can have? This one? It's not matching at all. This one is kind of similar, but at the same time, no. Maybe white sink. I'm very unoriginal, so yeah. Speaking of being unoriginal, if we have our bed, let me see. If we have our bedroom here, or maybe I guess we're going to ruin it, because if we extend this like so, and then have it up to here, Okay, so we're gonna have this type of structure. I may extend this one more. And if we go from here to, I'm gonna repeating what I've done. Actually, let me move this to here. To delete this one. Like so. And I use this all the way around. Of course, removing the... Actually, I don't even need to remove the 4. Basically, I can delete... Actually, no. I'm doing it wrong. I can just put a door in here. Let's do green. Actually, let's do this green. Because I kinda don't really like this one. I think it's matching very well. I thought this would be very fast, but somehow in some way I make it even more difficult to me. No idea why I'm doing to myself this. If we put one of these doors, I'm looking in the wrong place, but imagine I'm not. Yeah, I'm looking in the wrong place. But basically, if we look for something like so, but sliding doors. This is far from sliding door. More like... Where is the sliding door? You know what? I'm going to use this one. Because for some reason from the beginning of this stream, my dream apparently is to use this door, so I'm going to do so. And I'm going to take all of these. Get angry that I missed. I'm thinking, do I use this one inside? But at the same time, I'm 50-50 on that. Okay, so it's kinda matching, except I forgot this. Now it have this privacy unless make it full wall. Of course, let's copy and paste on this side. Maybe we can add one more window here. Because why not? Maybe this one more in the middle. And we can probably put some... Let me see. This, but what more? I wanna do green. And I wanna do all. Which means that I'll probably need to fix all of these here, because only 2 of them have walls. And I'm gonna use this one for actually... Do I have, I think this one, excuse me. Okay, and maybe the lighter one because it has whatever that is. Speaking of whatever that is, I may have this here. More like here. And let's see. So we have our living room, not room. I don't know what room means. We have our living room and our dining. If I move this, will I have space for dining room? Maybe big kitchen with dining. Let me see. Okay, so let me have window here, window here. I gonna do up to here, like so. I'm going to delete the last one. So over here I can put the fridge. Then I am going to delete this one. So over here I can put that. I believe it's called oven, but anyway. I'm gonna put this one here. I think the hardest thing is to design the kitchen. Maybe this is the thing that let me see something. Yeah, my microphone is on. It'd be very funny if I'm just talking for 30 minutes and not having my phone. So how to do this? I'm gonna have maybe this shelf here, this shelf here. I don't like the floor, as you can probably see. So I'm gonna click here and do green. What is this option? I think it's better than that. And whatever that is. Imagine having kitchen with, I think this is for the old times kitchen. Maybe that. Is there a Marvel without the white stuff? Maybe it's this. And if only I can find this, but in this Kawa. It's literally the same thing. Let me look for the wall. Why is even this existing? Like I understand if it's in castle, maybe. This is the pressing. I, to be honest, didn't know that these things existed until today. So I'm in shock right now. This is for wood. Are those stuff new? Or am I just realizing about this? What exactly is the floor made of? Okay, I need the apple. This one, but in green. Okay, I'm gonna do. Somehow and some way I'm choosing literally the same stuff. This one is not even green. I want to do O. You know what? I think this one will be better for here. Even though this blinding white light. So, is there more? Maybe this. Yeah, apparently it all depends on the light. So I need this, but with white at the bottom. I'm gonna do this. It's everywhere, but I think it makes sense. Unless I think this one is for, I'm gonna say the 90s. Somewhere this time, so maybe not. However, I need this, but the white. Okay, so some of them, let's do by this. I'm gonna do everything except maybe one. And let's calculate. I may do, choose the wrong button. I may do this one like so, and maybe this one, and maybe this one. So this blinding light is not here, which means I can maybe do this one and this one. Yes, so two walls are like so, which means that I can also, I may remove this to the side. Think they're in the middle. Anyway, also if you hear my family laughing, ignore them, they are watching a movie. Come, I need the matching for this. I do believe this is far from matching. But I also want this. What if the kitchen is part of the living room, but with more fun colors? Yeah, why not? If I cannot find the other one. Okay, so this would match the fridge. I don't think it's going to work. I also want to be like more, what it's called, whatever that is, Marvel or whatever. Maybe some type of rock. The only thing I'm thinking, if I do that here and let's say here, and for this wall, for this wall to be some wallpaper, maybe. I must serve my water for some reason, but maybe something like that without the dots. Maybe a paint. Okay, this burned my eyes for a second. I think this one is closer. It's very close to this color. Maybe if it's a shade lighter. Maybe not. Is there a shade lighter? This is literally the same color. I think this one is. The problem is I need white floors then. Or maybe darker version of. Is there darker version of this? I don't understand what is the difference between this and this. Were there... Okay, this one is with less lines. I accidentally find the solution without even knowing, so I guess this one it is. Okay, speaking of this one, I am going to move the sink. Let's say the sink here, and thought I was in the wrong place. We're going to have why the only thing that I need is this cow, like whatever that is. I mean, it's smaller. Okay, it is then. This will be the only normal color in here. I was going to ask, can I erase this up so I can put that here, but I guess I cannot. Unless I think it's show live edit objects. Okay, I think this one is the one with the vampires. I think it's this one. I'm gonna find similar and put it in here so it's less obvious. I don't think this one works. Nor this one. How can I choose the most wrong answer? No, I'm getting distracted. We'll do this one. I'm getting distracted. I'm not here for that. Unless I resize this in the wrong direction. No. I need this, but like this. More flat. Okay, I'm gonna click the second one. It's literally the same thing. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. There's rocks. But I don't think they can work here. What if I remove this? And choose black and green. Just in case white. Which means we can choose our bed from here. Which I want to make it. I can put it in here. If I find one. Like so. I was thinking if it's in here, maybe on the bottom, on the bottom, on top, have this here, but maybe we can put the desk here. No idea why I'm using the beta's way to point out this stuff, but anyway. So this is one bed option. This is more like green. This is second bed option. This is our third. I must say second again. This one no. This one if I put the lights on top. Which I think will be better. Actually. So maybe it's going to be this one. So let's have that in mind. And as I'm here, I'm going to probably put the rest of the stuff I want. I'm gonna do an animal bed as well. Why not? Maybe this one as well. And over here. That's why we're going to go with this stuff. Maybe these chairs for outside. Maybe this one. But I think if there is a wind, this will fall out. So maybe this one, no. Can I put this one here? Nope, I guess it's going to be here. Nope. You know what? I think this could be for the table where they eat. I'm checking every single one if it's working. But I should check for the other desk. Okay, this one is working. This one is working. Is there a more comfortable chair? I know that this one works, but I'm going to give it in the darker version. And I'm going to have Okay, I'm gonna have the lighter version here, the darker will be for the desk. Sometimes I hate this game. I know this is a wedding chair. It has flowers in it. This is for this one. For the table. It's going to have these chairs. Unless I see better ones. No. I think this is more chair for the outside. Maybe. Maybe this one for the outside as well. Or this. I wanna see once I put what it's needed. Speaking of what it's needed, I need... So you can have a TV here. We can move our entrance here. No, what happened with my voice? We can have... If I have these covers, I'll have it in here. Then I need to I need to then change this chair with something like different color. I literally take the same one. I'm gonna have this one as well. Maybe I can delete and have two sofas or couches next to each other. Constantly checking if my microphone is on. For some reason. And the reason is fear, so there is no some reason. Anyway, maybe this one will be outside. The white version. I'm gonna change the colors anyway, so... Or not. I think this one is more outside table, but... Anyway. If we had... Can we have that? I can see if we can have it. The little walls. Maybe for the outside? No. I think this one is better because you have more warmer color and also have the green and the white. So yeah, I don't think this one can be here. Yeah, there's too much stuff, so what I'm going to do actually is so we need to make a wall like so. And maybe have the windows here. Can we rise? Can we take this room? And rise it with one. Like so. Can we have maybe like so? Actually, I think this one will be better. And we can have something like that. Can this be functional? Wait a second, I'm genius. What I can do is I can just move this one here. Have one more of this. Then let's see. Okay, let's have one of here. One like so. No idea why it's not connecting actually. I'm gonna do that. Okay. And can I hate to use these ones because they usually don't work well. Also, they create confusion. But if I squeeze this window, not do that, but if I squeeze it a little bit to here, let's say here, let's switch these two. Okay, but then I can use this. So I'm going to delete this one. And let's move this one here. I'm genius. If we move this here, we have this to the window. Over here we have that. I'm gonna make it like it's making sense. So I'm gonna have this here. I can even squeeze this window here. And maybe double sync. I want to have this. This one is going to be a little bit awkward. Awkward. No idea how to pronounce this, but imagine it's not. And I'm going to have this to here. Okay, let's do green. Maybe this one. This one here, which I forgot the most important one in the entrance, which is this. And maybe this one next to it, a bit lower. Okay, so we have that. I may have some windows here. Maybe something like so. I don't think I can, for example, put this one here because it's going to look wrong. Unless we put wall. What I'm doing to myself. I wanted to finish this very fast so I can, continue. Okay, I'm going to first put something like quote. Okay, let's do first green. White or green. Wait a second, I'm genius. What if we have... I think this one is more close. We have that. Then... either that... maybe that. Okay. Then this... it was this one. And then we covered green. I think it's kind of working considering it's not how it's supposed to basically work, but anyway. And over here we can have our table for two. Let me see. We want to do white or green. Okay. Then we have our little tiny table. If I do this one, it's kinda going to match this, but I may change it to be this color. So maybe white. Are those buildable? Okay, I may use this one. Like so. Actually, yes. I may do that. I'll delete these two. I have this one for here now. And this. Cover this one. Okay. For the roof, I am going this like so, like so. I want to just extend them. So I can just have this one here, this one here. That way means that means which is underneath the roof. And if I want, just copy it in a few places for support. Go up here. If I copy this one, if I erase this one more, and if I copy it and place it here, because I want to do this type of roof. If I go here this direction, like so, maybe here. It's going to have this L shape, but then I need to remove all of these. So what if I squeeze it here and have I delete this one and do like so. However, now this means that I can just have to have one here, and just rise it up, or maybe move it a little bit here. I'm gonna leave it like so, because if I see one more roof, I'm going to cry. So what I'm gonna do is have all of this in this grass. But I don't think it's cool, so and try to maybe copy this one. I think it's closer, maybe up to here where this is, so we can have now can have our garbage can and mailbox, which is flying now for some reason. Okay, and I can probably do this one as well on this side. Okay, maybe darker version. Maybe it's this. Maybe this one. Wait a second. If I make these 3 full wall, or maybe this 4 full wall, I can do this 3. I can maybe do them as well. Maybe something like so. We can have some rocks. I think this is the best I can do. Yeah. But anyway, we have this stuff. So let's go inside. We have our bed here. Hey, up here, let's say. We can go here. Can do white, green. Study. And we can have this green here alongside with this. A computer. And probably a small bookshelf in here. Maybe something like so. Wait. Maybe the animal can sleep in between these. I forgot the important one, which is dresser, which I believe we can squeeze here. Or maybe in this side. Then, because we can see everything here, I believe we have some of those in here and on top. Why are they not showing? I'm gonna have them here. Maybe not. Wait a sec. If I do so, and this one on this side, and then I'm gonna back and change the colors. And for WAMP, maybe I can have this mirror here. Can you know? Okay, we can have this one here, and then let's have one here, same for here. For the kitchen, maybe two of those, and one in here. And for the living room, I think this one is more like living room type of lamp. So need this, which if I can only do few of them like so, it's going to be with these together. Can I add this whole pink? Actually, why not? We can have this couch here, this mushroom here, this couch over here, maybe this one here. No, maybe two of them. Why not? I guess there's less place. I hit myself. There's less place for eating and more for. What am I even thinking about? I think I confused myself. somehow this has both, but I want something similar to this one, and maybe have pink carpet. I need to be careful for this. With this one. I think this one will be better. If only they made this version bigger with what it's called. Forgot. Ah, I remembered. If they make this version for the circle table bigger for a table or something, I may use this one. Maybe the pink one. Maybe the pink one. Maybe some small. This is what I wanted for the front door, not this one. I'm gonna have it here. Which means I can technically put this one here. Now I'm thinking about it. And as I'm here, let me go to the bathroom. I'm gonna use this toilet paper. So I may have. Let's have this one here. We can have here hidden this one. Wait. I want to have a bat. Maybe. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna have the bat here. Yeah, the bat here. And I'm gonna have the washer and dryer. If I find them. No idea why washer and dryer and activities, but what do I know? And can we have this one here as well? Maybe move one with one more. Yeah, why not? I'm wanting to put this outside, but maybe not. Okay, let's have let's have this one here. We can have a touch of pink everywhere we go. Maybe we can have the pink and the green one, or maybe the white one. One for light quotes, one for dark quotes. I will say quotes for some reason. And I am going to have this one above. Maybe here. And speaking of here, let me need mirror. Maybe this mirror. It sounds more like modern. It looks like you can put some stuff. And can I have this one here? I think it's perfectly put in here. I just need a soap. For those, let me first put the soap. Guess, is it coming green? I'm gonna do more silver color. That way it's not scaring. I'm gonna put the thing back with, let's see, a towel here. I am going to lower the toilet paper. Have this one here. The only thing I'm missing is those. And I'm going to do them white, maybe. Let's have one here. And somehow, in some way, it also have the pink here. And this one here. Okay. I'm curious, can we have this shelf here? Yeah, why not? And can we have, so if I delete the mirror, I can have probably this one here, or maybe here, but it's not making sense, so maybe not. Okay, so now we can have a TV. I don't think this can be here. Unless I put it in here, but then we have to move this to one more. So maybe cat toys? Okay, if I squeeze this one here, like they're sitting in the window, this one here, I am going to have this one somehow in here, let's say, or maybe outside. Maybe the cat prefers to go outside to do what it's needed, because I don't see any other place. Yeah, here it's very like, imagine you having dinner with, not dinner, but talking with someone and the cat is doing stuff. So maybe outside. Or how can I do that? Because if I have this window here, can I make it so okay, I just need let's have a little light here. I'm going to match this one. Okay, let's do I think it's better that way, and then we can have this one like so. Then we can remove this one here, or we can just move it. One here and one here maybe. That way we can have this one like so. Let's go outside. Have one of these in here. Hope it's still functional. Just in case, let's have this one here. what we can have here is something like so. And I accidentally kind of matched this to this. No idea how. Can I do that? No. I guess I can do that. Who knew? Can I have... I don't have this, but white. And can I do that? Who knows it anyway? Guess I'm gonna kinda hide some of the stuff that way. Anyway, to have that, I may have this one in here, and maybe one table here, one table here. And maybe couch here. And table here. Maybe like so. Except I'm gonna use the rock here. Something like that. And let me also squeeze. Actually, I may remove this. Move this one here. Have the mushroom here. Have this one here. And I'm going to have I have one like so. Okay, it's showing a little. Yeah, I don't think it's showing, so I may leave this like so. I may have this one here. So welcome mat. Then kitchen, I'm gonna leave it like so. I'm thinking, do I put a little island maybe? Kinda in the middle. Yeah, why not? But without the sitting area. And I'm gonna leave it more like free. Can I at least... What if I do that? Put this one here. Can I make this smaller? Can I put this one here? Okay, it's not this one. What if I have like so? Yeah. And cover it with something here. Let's do... decoration. Did I accidentally find my solution? What is that? Okay, I think this one is the better version. Maybe something like so, and maybe I can extend some of them on top. I think these are kind of similar. Yeah, why not? Okay, so we have this one, we have our room, and in order to have all of the pink, I may also add, maybe I'm gonna make those pink. So we have done this room, this room, this room, and this room. So I think we're done with this. Finally. Unless I'm forgetting something, which it could happen. I think we have the basics. Need to be careful how to drink water, so let's go manage words. Did we already save it? If not, I'll be angry. So we've done this one. So we need to finish this one, and hopefully today begin this one. No, already done this one. Let's go here. Today I'm probably going to focus only on putting, you know, the furniture. Let's see. So this one is, I think this one is our bedroom. Okay. Still be not in that. My computer is going to cry. I see. Also, I haven't updated for a few weeks, so it's now even more bad. Okay. Stink. I am, however, going to delete these ones and this one. I think we're gonna have this like so. Let me see. Another thing we can do is delete this one and go every other, and for here can have like so, and for the rest However, what I'm gonna do is have this in this color or in white. Can I have a white one? I'm gonna use this one because I believe this one is the closest one we have. I was thinking putting some grass here. See, if I have grass, it was going to be probably here to here. Maybe all the way around. It's making sense. Maybe like so. Which means that I can have... Can I have one here? It appears so, so I can have one here. One here. One here. Maybe not. I believe it's like so. Could be better. And for this one, I may... Maybe something like so. Therefore, we can have some of those just going down here. Is there any bigger blue? I'm just going to do blue and purple. So what is... For some reason this does not work. No idea why. I am going to stop with this first because the more I think about this, the more angry I get. So let's begin just with the decorating stuff. So what I'm thinking here is, let's have a pool up to here. The whole backyard is going to be pool, which let me go down. It's already blue, so just in case it's too blue. Maybe dark blue. To be honest, I never seen a pool with dark blue. Maybe that's the reason why. Personally, I would want to see one. Maybe. Okay, so we're going up. How to light it up without lighting it up? Is my question. Where the pool stuff? I'm gonna use this one, because otherwise I have to change everything else. Speaking of everything else, I may do this one, but it's in white. Yep. Okay. Why is this not here? Now it is. So now I need to find how to light it up. Not like so. But I forgot where the pool stuff. Oh. Here they are. Okay, we have this one here. I don't think this even lights up. I think. I think I accidentally do them by two. Which no idea why I'm doing so. think this one is the best lighting thing I'm thinking of. However, due to that, no, due to what? But let's have full here and full here for now. What I'm gonna have is how can I have those? So if they're here, I believe they'll be in the wrong direction unless I am doing it like so. I'm gonna put one here. Maybe not. Thing I can do is close this one here and have something like so. Let me put this one here. No. Maybe something like that. And for the wall I just going to have, I can do the glass. Maybe it is glass. I thought almost that it's going to do this. Anyway, so let's plant stuff. So this one is our bathroom. So let's start our kitchen. I'm gonna do blue, purple. Let's do blue and purple. So let's think. So we can have the kitchen here. I'm gonna use these ones and this. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is have maybe let's say up to here. if I have this one here, yeah, what I'm gonna do here is this. I am going to have like so, let's say 3 times. Then I'm going to go here. So let's do purple and blue. I can have I can do it in more modern way. I can have this one here. Wait. Let's see this one on top. Yep. Then I want the end to be fridge. Maybe up to here. Maybe I'm gonna squeeze. Can I squeeze the door? Wait a second. I can do this one here. And I can have this one like so. So I can move this one in here. That way we don't have this. Let's have so the problem is that the only dishwasher is this, so I'm gonna have it in gray because technically gray is white, it's blue. Then we can have this one here. Question is, can I move this one? Just need to move them with a little bit so I can have and I have it like so. Okay, so I'm gonna have sink here. Let's have a microwave. Like so. Then a sink here in the middle. Maybe double sink then. do like so here. And then I take the shells. Okay, I can have this one here. I can move this window a little bit like so. And I'm thinking, can I move this? Okay, I can squeeze probably this one here. I can have a mini fridge. I forgot about this, by the way. Let's do purple, blue. Do it this one. And this one. Have those in the middle. Maybe something similar. Then for the garbage can, do this one in gray. And I'm gonna delete this and use this one as the singular one. Maybe I need to cover this with something. Did I have the microwave? Maybe the microwave can be in here. So I'm gonna have this one here. Let's see if I remove this. It's kind of like having some type of puzzle. Maybe something similar. Something tells me that this is can create a fire, but anyway. Have this one here. Can have the microwave insert here. Then let's have some chairs. Then for the living room, I think just 2 couches maybe. One in this cover and one in this. With a small table. Maybe this one. Which one I can use here? Actually, we can have some bookshelves. Maybe this person who lives here does not like TV, but likes to read maybe. I wanna do the white as well. Something like so. I am going to do that for the bathroom. Let's have this, or maybe that here for the sink. Maybe this, maybe one here, and one here. Over here we're gonna hide this with our toilet paper. Yep. Then for the sink, we can have one here, one here. We can remove the middle one. And here we can have For some reason this cannot go up. So circular mirror it is. Okay. Then over here I'll fix this later because I don't think this place is good for that. We have this as well. This washing machine, dryer. What is the things in wall decoration? Okay. The only thing left part of this is maybe these two. Which are very too high. Maybe not. Before I go, however, I think I'm gonna delete this because maybe we can make it for one seam. And what I can have here is a place I can work. So I'm gonna choose a random one, maybe we can change it next time. So this is where they study or whatever. Random ones. This is where they eat. This will be where they study. This will be their living room. Where I forget the table for some reason. Come. This could be where they eat. In between. Maybe another table for two. Say this one and this one. Like so. Where I think I can have more like white here. So this one for this and more like matching one over here. Some plant. And one here. This is their bookshelves. For over here. Let's have one of those. Kind of similar over here as well, where we can have this one for these and these two over here maybe. Plus we have the I think it's called study. Yeah. So I'm gonna have another bookshelf, maybe from these ones. Place for the fish. Okay. So here, can we have? Can we do so? Can we have here this and have this in the middle? Actually, yeah, we can have this one here. Can have this one up to here. Maybe a little like so. So we can have another one of those on this side, and then we can have one of these. No idea what that is, but it's going on the pool. And I was thinking, if that is the case, can we make a wall out of those? Like so. I assume this would be very not okay, but anyway. Where over here we can have actually no. I think something like so. That way is making more sense with these. And if we want, we can even change. I may do that actually. Before I go. It's kind of going to match this. Except some place we can have green. And if we want to even more, actually nope. Maybe only on this side. I'm gonna leave it like so. No idea how to cover it, but I'm gonna leave it like so, and I'm going to save an exit because it's getting late. And I'm in the wrong place. I'm again in the wrong place. Let's go. And I'm going to rate someone. Same category. I think this one sounds interesting. Only this person. Okay, so before something happens, I'm gonna say bye now just in case something happens. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hopefully I stream next Friday. Probably it's going to be Minecraft. Unless I get lazy and I decide to leave.